Alright guys, so here we are going to deal with a parallel circuit. It's a little bit more complicated maybe than a series circuit, but not by much. So let's step by step go through it just like we did with the series circuit. And I'm just going to talk you through first the rules, and then we're going to look at simple calculations that we can do for this circuit. Okay, so a parallel circuit means I have a branch somewhere. In grade 9, you only have to deal with one cell or battery. You don't have to worry about parallel, series, or batteries in natural sciences, but you do need to be able to deal with resistors in parallel. So let's have a look at what's going on here. Remember, conventional current is from the positive terminal to the negative terminal. Right, so here we have a total volts, which is given by the cell. This is exactly the same as it was in a series circuit. The difference comes in here where I have my resistors. So if an electron goes through the cell and it gets here, the electron can either go up or it can go down. If it goes up, it gives all its energy to resistor 1. If it goes down, it gives all its energy to resistor 2. And that brings us to the first mathematical relationship in a parallel circuit. So, the total volts, the energy given by the cell, is equal to the energy given to the electrons to resistor 1, is equal to the energy given by the electrons to resistor 2. So, V total is equal to V1 is equal to V2. Alright, now we said that when an electron goes through the cell and it gets to the branch, it can either go up or it can go down. It can't go up and down, which means that your electrons is split between the two branches. Current is the flow of electrons, the rate of flow of electrons. How many electrons goes past a point in a second? So if we know what our total current is, that current is now split between ammeter 1 and ammeter 2. The current is split between the top branch and the bottom branch. And then when it gets back here, all the electrons then flow through ammeter T, the total current. Which brings us to the second mathematical relationship. Just a reminder, an ammeter is an A, current is an I, but ultimately they measure the same thing. So the total current is equal to the current through the top branch plus the current through the bottom branch. And now these two here mean that resistance in parallel is slightly harder. This is the only equation that I think you really need to memorize. And the mathematics of this gets a little bit confusing and crazy in grade 9. You will deal with the mathematics of this in grade 10. And by then you'll have more than enough math skills to be able to get to this equation. Please, very important, remember that -1 there at the top. I will show you how to do this in your calculator. And again, guys, please remember R equals V over I still counts. Right? This equation will be given. You don't have to memorize this equation. You need to be able to apply it. Right. I'm going to use the same values for this parallel circuit that I did for the series circuit. It does mean that there's a whole bunch of decimals that get added, but the questions we use in a test or an exam for grade 9 won't have a series amount of decimals in, so I really don't want you to worry about your mathematical ability necessarily to round in a question paper. Alright? I'm doing this so that we can see how the calculations work, what questions can I ask, and how do I put this into my calculator. Right. So, just like with series circuits, the first question I'm going to ask you is I'm going to ask you to calculate the total resistance of this circuit. Right, so question 1 will be calculate the total resistance. And again, guys, just like for series circuits, it's going to be 3 marks. Okay, so we're going to write down the formula first. Right, then we are going to substitute into our formula. Right, now I'm just going to pull a calculator with, I've got a Sharp calculator at home. Those of you lucky enough with Casio calculators, I think this is a little bit easier to punch in those. But you can use this exact same method if you are going to deal with a Casio calculator. Right, so I need to now punch this into my calculator. Okay, so very important, I'm going to start with a bracket. Then I'm going to go 1 divide by 100, because that's what my fraction line means. My fraction line means divide by. Alright, plus 1 divide by 50. Cool, so now we have 1 divide by 100 plus 1 divide by 50. Luckily our calculators know BODMAS, so we don't have to worry about putting more brackets in, and then I'm going to close the bracket. Now, if you have a Casio calculator, here somewhere at the top there is a button with the x to the power minus 1. For a Sharp calculator, you'll notice that it is over there. So I now have to go second function and press that button, and you'll see my minus 1 is up there. Alright, and then equals, oh my goodness, lots of decimals, that's fine. I'm going to work to 2 decimals. Like I say, guys, you really don't have to worry about your decimals in the test. I promise you we made the values so that the answers are much nicer than in this example. Let's just look at where the marks go. Again, guys, physics, 1 mark will go for your formula. The next mark goes for your substitution, and the last mark goes for your answer with the unit. Okay, easy. Now the next question, just like with a series circuit, is I'm going to ask you to calculate the total current. Okay, now we have the total voltmeter, and we just calculated the total resistance, and so we're going to use this equation here that will allow us to calculate total current. Okay, so the question is going to be that you need to calculate the total current. And again, guys, physics, generally you're looking at 3 marks. So the equation I'm going to use is R equals V over I. I want to calculate total current, which means I need the total voltmeter and the total resistance. Okay, so I'm going to use this value here. This problem might start getting a little bit ugly because of all the decimals. We're just going to go with it for today. Okay. Again, guys, I said to you there's going to be some mathematical manipulation involved here. If you need some extra videos on that, please let me know. But if I spend the whole video on that, then this video is going to get exceptionally long. Alright, so if I manipulate this equation, I get 9 over 33,33. Right. 9 divided by 33,33, 0,27. Okay, let's just look at where the marks go. Formula. substitution and the answer with the unit. Please remember, if you don't write the unit, the answer is considered incorrect. Okay, next up, I'm actually going to take that current I've just calculated and write it in here so that I have it in my diagram as a reference point. Okay, now for series circuits, I asked you guys to calculate V1 and V2. But because we have this mathematical relationship here, I can't ask you to calculate V1 and V2. Okay? You know that V1 is also going to be 9 volts and V2 is also going to be 9 volts. Why? Because we have this mathematical relationship here. So instead of asking you to calculate the voltmeters, I'm going to ask you to calculate the current. So the first current we're going to do is the current through resistor 1. So we're going to calculate A1. Now, just like with series circuits, I isolate the part of the circuit that I'm working with, and I now am just going to work with R1, V1, and then calculate A1. Right, so the question is going to be calculate current through resistor 1, so calculate A1. Okay, again, it's a calculate problem, so you're going to have to do 3 marks. Then we're going to start with our formula. I want A1, so that's the current through resistor 1, which means I'm going to use the voltmeter reading over that resistor. Cool. Now I'm going to substitute into my equation. R1 is 100. V1 is the same as the voltmeter reading over the battery, and so that is 9. And I'm asked to calculate I1 or A1. Just remember, it's the same thing. They just decided to have ammeters as A's and the symbol for current as I. Right, guys, this is super easy. I'm just moving a decimal 0,09. Right, before we do the last problem, let's just make sure we know where the marks go. So in physics, 1 mark for the formula, 1 mark for the substitution. You're not going to get a mark for the maths, but 1 mark for the answer with the unit. Okay, now I'm just going to add that information into my diagram. So now I know that this guy here is 0,09 ampere. And the last question is going to be calculate the current through resistor 1 as measured by A2. Alright, now again, if I look here, I have a mathematical relationship that can help me out here. I have the total current. I have the current through ammeter 1. And so getting to ammeter 2 is easy. And you see why I write in the information as I go along. So the last question is going to be calculate A2. It's a calculate question, 3 marks. Alright. First mark always goes for the formula. Second mark goes for the substitution. And You might have to use your calculator here. I can see this is multiples of 9, so this guy is going to be 0.18 ampere. Right. Last time, let's look at where the marks go. 1 mark for the formula, 1 mark for the substitution, and 1 mark for the answer.